There is a lobby mod player on this game, and he has 3 letters for his name. This is like actually a problem. We might actually have trouble here, and this is not acceptable. Also, I forgot to change the settings here in the sounds. Here you go. But yeah, welcome back to another video of I Tell College Stories, because, you know, I can. And I do them while playing Hypixel Uhc Deathmatch. What an amazing idea. That is 100% original. And in today's episode, we're finally going back in time, since now that you have the ending, we need to go more towards the start. And in the earliest thing I've ever said was the one about the presentation on my birthday, you know? At the start of the last semester, that was before this one. So now that that semester is done, because legit there was nothing else that like happened that semester that's worth mentioning. I mean, like, not everything is amazing. I mean, like, emotionally it was the best semester, but I mean, this one also was pretty good, but like, that's not the point. But like, whether it's emotional or not, that's not the part of the stories. The stories, that's what we are here to tell. The hilarious things that happen. Yes, that's what we're here to do. So basically, in that semester, the semester before that, you may know is the semester where the world went to chaos. It was the one that was, you know, inserted in 2020, towards the start of it. Yeah, we're gonna review that semester. It's gonna be an hilarious time. I guess I'm finding this guy. And basically, in that semester, there was a giant thing. There was a giant thing that sent every class online, which was something we were not necessarily used to. And neither was I used to having classes without actually having any of my friends there. You know, a problem indeed, which made my grades plummet harder than they ever had. I mean, fail English literature for reasons that definitely wasn't because of the teacher. But yeah, but even in online classes, that just made it so there could be a fun time. Because do you think that I would be the person to just respect how online class rules work and then not do anything at all to exploit them? Yeah, like, come on, it's like you don't even know me after all these videos. Of course I'm gonna do something to completely exploit online classes. That wasn't just cheating, because I mean, like, of course I had cheated, but you know, that's what everyone else did. That's not fun. That's not something worth mentioning on a video. What we're here to talk about is the fun part of English class, because of course everything always happens in an English class. And what happened this time was that, you know, if you know Blackboard, it's the website that we use to have our online classes in, as well as get notifications for school. Well, a good thing about Blackboard, well, a bad thing, is that when you enter a classroom, it automatically just puts you there as your full name that is registered on a website, which was probably what made that semester a living hell. But one thing that isn't probably as known is that teachers can also create a guest link. This was done because during that semester there were multiple people who didn't have access to the Blackboard or with like technology and stuff. We're Portugal. We're not exactly the richest of the world. Not everyone has a stable internet connection, okay? But basically, the teachers sometimes created guest links. And by sometimes, I mean legit pretty much just only in English. But, you know, it's in English, so the story is going to happen in English. And so, for those guest links, it had a genius idea, because you didn't have to use Blackboard, like you didn't have to have a Blackboard account in order to enter. That's why they were guest links. You know, it all makes sense, right? So the good thing about that is that when you had a guest link, you can write your own name in it. You can see where this went. So basically, one thing to know before that is the story about a semester before that, because it will make sense in the long run, because I already had a history of doing some fun things during English in terms of my name, because if I have the chance to not give a crap about English, then I will do it. And by not give a crap, I mean just kind of mock it or do something fun with it. You know, the usual. You know, have a presentation on my birthday, things like that, you know? So in the actual second semester ever, like of the first year of college, we had a teacher in English. And this teacher, you know, he asked us to do a very simple thing. Grab a sheet of paper and write our name on it so he could remember. And I, being the complete lazy rebel that I was, decided no, because that was boring and I didn't want it to. But unfortunately, there was a problem with it being nice old ladies. And you see, that doesn't seem like that would have anything to do with the story, but yet it does. So you may be wondering, what does an older lady have anything to do with your aim shenanigans in English? Well, you see, it really does, because she was sitting right next to me because it was the first class of the semester, and I just liked sitting at the front. And she decided to get me a sheet of paper myself, and like, you know, you can't really refuse her, right? Because everyone was supposed to get a sheet of paper, and we were just following the teacher's orders, and she was just being nice because I hadn't gotten a sheet of paper out yet. Like, what was I supposed to tell her? Like, come on, I realistically couldn't. But I still, had to be an arrogant protester, as you do. And so even though I had that sheet of paper, I just didn't write my name on it. I didn't write anything on it and just left it empty. Because I was like, you know what? This isn't even gonna matter. It's gonna be fine. Like, why would a teacher even care about the people sitting at the front directly in front of his desk? That would never happen. So basically what happens is that teacher, immediately after he comes back into the room, because he exited while he was writing his name, he goes to the first person he wants to talk to. And that person is me. And then he grabs the paper to tell my name. And it's empty. So, there may have been some complications there that arose from the situation. Oh, I wanted to fight them. Guys, come on, I wanted to fight you. So instead, the teacher just says blank. And from then on, during that entire semester, that teacher called me blank the entire time. I loved the guy. He is great. Because he's also the same teacher that allowed me to do the presentation on my birthday. So I have to say, that teacher helped me a ton in my English shenanigans in college. Like, a ton indeed. But basically I had that semester where I was pretty much called blank by the teacher the entire time. Legit one of the happiest moments. It made me care about English a lot more than I did before. I do have to say thanks to that, because it was funny. And basically, during that online semester, I was like, even though it's a different teacher, I was like, you know what? I've already spent a semester getting called blank. Why not let's do something funny again? And obviously I couldn't just do blank again, because you do have to type a name when you're on the Blackboard guest thing. You can't just press enter with nothing written there and just enter. It really doesn't work. Or else I would have done that. So basically I needed to do something. And instead of just being a regular human being and just writing my name like literally every other responsible student that is an adult, I just decided to write the genius name of sleeping is healthy. Yes, you can have spaces because people would put their full names, so of course you were allowed to have spaces. This guy can just stay down. So legit, I put sleeping is healthy. Why? Because it was online classes, and I wasn't getting sleep. The class was like right in the morning, and I was enjoying the 2 weeks we got out from having any classes until people decided to have them online. Like, I was enjoying getting sleep, so I didn't get sleep anymore. So I was angry, so I just put sleeping is healthy, literally as a way of saying I don't like online classes, I just want to be asleep. And the way this got even better was, the teacher just went along with it. Why? Because, let's just say that teacher, English teachers, they're just great in college. They were just fantastic. You had like the other teacher that called me blank and that let me do a presentation on my birthday. And then you had this teacher that was just the definition of some teachers have favorites. And let's just say, I was one of them. So I legit could do anything I wanted, which was not fair at all for the other people, I do have to say. But I didn't. So basically, she went along with it just fine. And I was just like, you know what? In the next day, like, how do I make this much better? So basically, I just went, sleeping is healthy, V2. And in the next class, sleeping is healthy, V3, V4. So basically, let's just say that I spent like an entire semester just counting the classes based on the number of V whatever that was next to my name. It was like close to the 20s. I think the last one I did was like sleeping is healthy V18. And then like for the last class I did sleeping is healthy V finale. which is just fantastic. I would have done it in more subjects. I'm not going to lie, but unfortunately, those ones didn't give guest links. You know, just unfortunately. And then like the semester after that, like I did have a problem with like Blackboard, in which like some naming issues. So I did ask for guest links on some subjects there, and I actually put my name because it's what it is. But the good part was that semester, I just didn't, when I looked at my name on screen or when I typed, I could see that sleeping is healthy. Very motivating instead of having to see a name you hate. But that's not the point. Oh god, this person has love. I should probably focus on this match, right? Right. Because this one might be a little short, because it's just a two-part thing of like how the online semester went. How the online semester went, I didn't give a crap about it and just named myself Sleeping is Healthy. Because screw being an adult, or am I right? Yeah. I am just the main character. I am the main character of not giving a crap about English because my ego, in terms of English, if you have not noticed, it's incredibly high. After doing all of this commentary and speaking in English pretty much every day, my ego for learning English as a foreign language is just through the roof. I am just, it's incredible. Except for when I can't pass English literature and then I ace in Spanish literature, but that's not the point here. Basically, yeah. That was the great story of how, in the online semester, I took that whole thing of letting us name whatever we wanted, and I just did whatever the heck I wanted with it. It was a fun time. And nobody complained, which is great. I literally had the best class of people, I do have to say. They just saw that thing and it's like, yeah, another shenanigans. Which, I mean, it's totally fine because there was another class where, like, someone who wasn't me changed their profile picture every day to a different meme. So I like to think that in my head I inspired that person. But it's just great. It's fun times. Like during how terrible like online classes were. Oh crap! Both my boots and helmet broke. That was definitely a problem. And I'm out of healing, so I might lose this fight. First fight I actually lose on the channel in terms of video, but it's what it is. Come on, go before my pants break. Oh no, they have head still. It's over, guys. But yeah, thanks for watching this story of how I did stuff in online classes. And just know that Google is always on your side and that nobody can find out if you actually cheated or not. Bye bye!